I did watch the Copa America semi for Argentina, and he made the goal with some amazing play. It wasn't particularly brilliant, Messi, in the final, but they won it. Argentina, for the first time since 1993, won the Copa America. What it basically means for the Messi Ronaldo crew, it basically means Messi has matched what Ronaldo has done at international level
in the Euros 2016.
Yeah. Although Messi did play in the final, unlike Ronaldo.
By the way, Ronaldo just got golden boot again.
I know.
Yeah, no. You know the
and he was out round of 16, wasn't he?
Yeah, but 3 penalties and 2 other tap-ins inside the 6-yard box. Come on.
Well, Kane got it for when.
Yeah, and I said exactly the same. 3 were against Panama. I mean, it's just the golden boot is a little bit of a what? Well, it is, isn't it?
He's harsh.
He's a messy man, right? Yeah. Listen, I admire them both.
Hold on. No. He's got the golden boot, and yet he was level with Patrick Schick. You know why he's got the golden boot ahead of him?
Assist.
Exactly. And Patrick Schick scores that goal against Scotland.
Oh, give him it for that then.
Yeah, exactly. Why wouldn't you? Exactly.
Well,
it's the best goal of the tournament.
Well, he'll win the goal of the tournament then, won't he?
It's crazy that he's just been given it outright because of an extra assist. It's ridiculous.
By the way, Messi, it's a career of so many highlights and too many. I mean, you'd need a 8-hour show, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Just to reel them off. But when you think about it, it needed to come for him because he has lost 3 Copa America finals. And I was amazed at that stat on Argentina. I could not believe it. But they'd not won it for that long. And he also lost a World Cup final, Messi. Yeah. So it was almost like it's never going to happen. And what I find amazing about that game as well is, but Neymar, I didn't know this, but he's not won anything with Brazil.
Yeah, he's been injured when they've won it before.
He's not won anything with Brazil.
He's only a couple of goals behind Pele, though, isn't he?
And he's not won anything.
Insane international record goals-wise, but trophies-wise,
no. Not won anything.
But I watched the game, and it was a typical niggly game. There was a lot. I mean, Neymar got brutalised, absolutely brutalised by the Argentinian players. It was. I mean, he tried to stay on his feet as well. I think if a European audience, if they'd all watched that, they'd have far more respect for Neymar than they've already got. But in the end, Argentina won it. It was a great goal from Di Maria. Great ball through from De Paul. But Messi didn't really shine. Had a great chance at the end, but he didn't really shine. But it doesn't matter. He's won it. He's the man who's led them to it. So he's finally won a tournament. Are they going to... So you're scared of them, even though they've got Otamendi at the back?
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
It's just, I think it's Messi, and they've got good players. Di Maria will be there. And so, as you said earlier, Goffey, about England, it's only a year. It's
1 year.
It's 1 year. Like Messi's not going to slow down that much. Di Maria's obviously still playing at a high level.
Aguero.
Okay, on that, Dan Staples sent us a tweet. Goffey, 1 year can make a difference. Look at Calvin Phillips.
Oh, it's individual players. Well, I'm talking
that's
about.
That's what you said. How much better is Sancho going to be? You said.
Well,
individual players, yeah.
Calvin Phillips, we were talking about him on this show 2 years ago.
Yeah, but he was in the Championship. Was he ever going to be picked then? Well, I agree with you.
We were talking about him on this show, a Championship player 2 years ago. So, do you know what I mean?
Did you honestly know back then that he was going to be playing in a European Championship final?
Right. So what about other players in other countries? They've got young players. It's another year then. So they could be even better. But what we're trying to say is, but 1 year, is it going to make that big a difference on some of the players that have got older players like Bonucci and Chiellini from Italy? They're still going to be playing next year.
They're playing for the next 5 years.
They're still going to be at centre backs.
Cart horses.
You know, but do you know what I mean? Anyway, they are, and the younger players are still good players. Saka, a bit more experience, but he's still got all the basic talent. He got picked for these games because he's ready now. If he keeps improving, brilliant, absolutely brilliant. But a lot of footballers actually do peak at 19, 20, 21.
Well, they've all peaked. Bellingham, Foden, they've all peaked. Sancho peaked. They're not going to get any better. Of course they're going to get better.
They're going to get better in this country.
They're going
to get better. They will get better because they're playing at top teams.
Yes.
But we sometimes forget about other nations. Like we think like we're improving. Oh, but we forget about France.
Spain.
We forget
Spain's
about
young players.
It's like, I know because we're here.
Well, we don't forget about them. It's just England have reached a final. Now, it doesn't mean they're going to go and win the World Cup next year, but you're talking like it's never going to happen.
Spain battered Italy.
Battered
them. Possession of the football. Italy couldn't get the ball.
The possession stats.
No. Come on, mate. Spain. If they had a decent
Who went through?
finisher.
Who went through?
Well, Italy on
Do you think
pens.
if France had got to the final and England played France, would you have put money on England beating France?
No.
So that's 2 teams already better than England.
Yeah, but England made the final. But it's only based on my history of knowing England just don't
And Argentina
do
with
tournaments.
Messi.
Well,
Brazil with Neymar.
Otamendi's at the back.
Firmino.
Fabinho can't get in.
Non-goal-scoring
Firmino didn't get in.
centre-forward.
If you look at the team, Fred was in the team. Fabinho wasn't. So, if you look at the teams that they pick, you'd be surprised. Are they individually as good? Yes, they've got some great individuals, but as a team, England play well. Now, they've just got to let the handbrake off a little bit and go forward a little bit more, especially at 1-1.
Okay, so that's what we want then. I think moving
so,
forward,
yeah.
England,
And break off.
brilliant players and break off.
I
think we all agree.
One holder.
Yeah, we all
Mount, Grealish. Both flood forward.
I think there's a case for Bellingham to come in there. Here's the thing that people won't like, right?
Oh, instead of.
Hang on a second. This is what I'm about to say. Phillips and Rice, we would all agree, played brilliantly at this tournament. I think we've been very impressed.
Both of them, brilliant.
And then you look at Bellingham, and he's got the energy and the game. His game is box to box. He's like another version, a very young version of Steven Gerrard. Okay, he can go box to box. He can be impactful. What he did against Man City in the Champions League, absolutely phenomenal performance.
Okay, does he become Henderson then? So he comes on instead of Henderson.
No, hang on.
Every game.
Hang on. Do you go with that 2-man midfield that was bossed around by the Italy midfield yesterday? It's all right saying Phillips and Rice played really well in the tournament. They did. But come the final, they were being dominated. So could you have put Bellingham in that midfield rather than light for light, Henderson for Rice? That's another change that maybe Southgate should have thought. I don't know if that would have led to us taking hold of midfield, controlling the game and going forward a bit more. I don't know. But I just thought to not give Bellingham a chance in that final seemed a little bit odd.
Well, again, it's trust, isn't it? He's experienced players. He trusts massively. Trippier, Walker, Henderson, Maguire, rightly so, by the way, and Kane. We all knew if Kane, he was never taking Kane off. Never, purely because of that. It might go to penalties, and he's the only one who really.
Or there's a chance right at the end of the game.
Exactly.
Yeah. And I understand that. Mark has tweeted Italy weren't that good. They were there for the taking in the first half, but Southgate sat back.
I must have missed something here because first half, I thought England were good for the first 15, 20 minutes.
15, 20 minutes.
And then it was all Italy.
Italy dominated, yeah, I agree with that. And our whole tournament, I think they've been really good. You can talk about the Spain game. I still think, even when they didn't play that well, I still had no doubts they would make it to the final. Neil's a Leicester fan. What do you want to say, Neil?
Hello, yeah, just ringing up to sort of give Southgate some props, really. He's there's a lot of negativity on the calls earlier, saying he could have done this, could have done that, and he missed an opportunity. And undoubtedly we have, and you can't deny that. But if you look at the progression of this squad and the way Southgate's taking it now, you can only see positives going forward. But that's if he's in charge. I can't see, if he wasn't the person leading this team going forward, who we would have that would be better placed to do it. And everything he's done, not just on the field, but off it as well, has changed the whole culture of the team. I think that needs acknowledging as much as anything else.
I think that
I agree with
what
that.
you're saying, Neil, he's done so much. I don't think there's any case whatsoever to call for Gareth Southgate to go.
No.
Given what he's done on and off the pitch. If he was a bit too cautious in the final, then that's a criticism. And he said himself, if I made mistakes, I'll have to carry that. But I'm very much okay with Gareth Southgate.
The temptation's got to be there. He's gone away now. He said he needs a break, right? Yeah. Rightly so. I mean, he puts so much energy into it. He organises everything. We've seen that. I'm a massive fan of the way he treats his players and gives them that lead and that trust, and he takes all that pressure onto himself. But I still believe if a job comes up, a dream job, I still think he'd take it.
What's the dream job?
Well, I think if a Premier League top 7 side come in for him, I think he'd snap it.
I don't think. Do you know what? I really like him, what he's done for England, but I don't think a top 7 side would come in for him.
Would you have him at Arsenal?
Right now, probably not.
Well,
no.
with his assistant goes with him.
With Steve Holland?
Yeah, exactly. So I think...
I was all down to Steve Holland now.
No, but you know what?
Both of them.
I like Steve Round, who's at Arsenal already, so I probably wouldn't at the minute.
I think if a job came up, though, Aid, I don't know what you say. I think he'd take
Arsenal
it.
have had their worst season in like
Somebody called
a
Steve.
generation. And it's just unbelievable. You are unbelievable. You sad gooner.
So you want Southgate for Arteta.
Oh, no.
But I think he would, though. And I think England man, he's done such a good job now. What is it, third? No, fourth, third. Semi-final, final, right?
Yep.
Brilliant. Now, it could go to the final and it could be brilliant. We could go on and win it as predicted. But they also could get knocked out. And then what happens then? If a job comes up now while he's on this break and he's put it out there, but nothing's out there at the minute, but if he did, I think he'd take it.
I wonder if Spurs fans, they were all negative when Southgate was linked. I wonder if they're thinking now, actually, yeah, we probably would have taken him, should have taken him. This is talkSPORT.